Elsewhere, it isn't a happy start to the new year for thousands of traders in Ghana's capital, Accra, who are counting their losses after a devastating fire swept through
6 fire tenders and about 80 firefighters from 5 different fire stations to bring under control an inferno.
It's a fire outbreak at the Kantamanto market in Accra Tuesday morning has destroyed goods and shops.
Techiman Central Market, it is the largest market across the South region of Port.
These infernos happen every year at one marketplace or the other. And the reason is simple. There is total disregard for safety in the design and construction of these marketplaces. One of the key contributory factors to this is Ghana's high informal economy, where there is low literacy level among traders, especially about fire safety, lack of systems and structures to regulate the informal sector. Now, the systemic failures in Ghana as far as safety is concerned is a topic for another day. In this video, allow me to take you all the way back in time to how fire has shaped human evolution and yet still remains a mystery for many to unravel. Enjoy this. From the beginning of time, fires have fascinated humans. According to historians, the early development of humans truly began with the discovery of fire, where humans learned how to create fire, for fire, and control fire in order to create warmth, lighten, create even more advanced hunting tools, and most importantly, for cooking. As time passed, fire became a reality that changed the world, as we could produce intense heat in an enclosed space such as an oven. Fast forward to today, we have an incredible number of users of fires daily. Fire, they say, is a good servant but a bad master. Last year, the Ghana National Fire Service recorded a total of 5,596 fire outbreaks between January and November. From the beginning of this year alone, we have recorded so many fire outbreaks already. From the Kantamanto market fire to Techiman market fire, both of these fires gutted the entire marketplaces, causing traders to lose their investments. Fires like this cause pain and suffering, loss of livelihood as people sustain various degrees of burns and at worst lose their lives. There is nothing more heart-wrenching than losing your entire family to fire. This incident I'm about to show you is one of the saddest events I have ever witnessed about the cost of a fire outbreak. Let's watch this.
Fema homa titiri dead, you know, and Demetrian say, Dayesh, Matima Solana made Timothy, Tini Panuana, Obienu, a Fefono, Befrebioa, Biancasa. Yes, she dies, Nina, Mintibio, mi Pia Bonte, me Pekaya flew Haba, Minyaka, cause I have much. Brepa, mobile 430, me had more baby any. Brepa, and Sana Minyaka, Bedua, Duan to say, Biako, you don't know, man, woman is share, or must say, me mammy and say, oh, Baba, me mammy, no. Kituano. Hey, woman and him, Minada Vo, Minada Phobia.
And so today we are talking about fires and how to prevent them. So what is fire? Fire is a burning process that produces heat, light, and toxic gases. Fire consists of 3 main components, and these are 4. Oxygen and ignition sources. These three components make up the fire triangle. And when fire starts, the process of burning is sustained by a chemical reaction. This chemical reaction, in addition to the three components, make up the fire tetrahedron. To understand fires, we first need to understand what each component entails. So let's start with 4. 4 is anything that burns, and these are ordinary combustibles like paper, wood, plastic, rubbers, and clothing, flammable liquids such as petrol, diesel, kerosene, and alcohol, flammable gases such as LPG, aerosol, hydrogen sulfide, and natural gases. We can talk of electrical appliances and cables, cooking oils, and last but not the least, combustible metals. These are the 6 main categories of 4. It is important to note that the burning behavior of fire always depends on the fuel that is burning. Let's look at oxygen. Oxygen as an important component is present in the air around us. For fire to start, at least 16% of oxygen must be present. Apart from oxygen, we also have oxidizers. Oxidizers are substances that produce oxygen by themselves. A typical example is hydrogen peroxide. It is an infectant that is commonly used in bathrooms and to clean wounds. Last are the ignition sources. These are everything that produce heat or naked flame. These include hot surfaces, electricity, batteries, lighters, mobile phones, cigarette and hot work activities. These 3 components must come together in various proportions for fire to start. In other words, a 4 must combine with an ignition source and at least 16% of oxygen for fire to start. And once fire starts, the burning process is sustained by a chemical reaction. So now that you know the various components of fires and their sources and what make up the fire triangle and the fire tetrahedron, how can we prevent a fire outbreak? To prevent fire, it is important to prevent these 3 components from coming together. So I'm going to give you ways to prevent fires at your homes and workplaces based on the fire triangle. Let's start with 4. 1. Ensure good housekeeping at your homes and workplaces at all times. Poor housekeeping provides too much fuel for fire to burn. 2. Remove flammable gases from where heat can be generated. Do not keep LPG cylinders in your kitchens. Better to secure them outside. 3. Avoid leakages of your flammable gases and liquids. Always inspect your LPG cylinders for leaks and change the seal of your cylinder valves regularly. On ignition sources, 1. Avoid any hot work like cooking or welding at areas where flammable gases and liquids are stored. 2. Avoid smoking indiscriminately. Only smoke at designated smoking areas where there is no potential for flammable gases. 3. Avoid overloading your socket and ensure that you do not exceed the load capacity of your electrical outlet. 4. Ensure good electrical wiring of your building by a competent electrician. On oxygen, fire needs at least 16% of oxygen to start, but we can't really tell the amount of oxygen present in the air with our naked eyes, so always keep your windows closed to reduce the amount of oxygen from enriching the atmosphere to sustain small fires. 2. Ensure that wherever you keep flammable gases and liquids, there's adequate ventilation to remove any fuel from its flammable range. Now, flammable range is simply the concentration of flammable gas mixed with air that can be ignited. 3. Avoid storage of oxidizing agent at where flammable substances are stored. These are the ways to prevent fire based on the fire triangle, as we are able to prevent fuel, oxygen, and ignition sources from coming together. I hope that you have learned something new today. In my next video, we shall be looking at various classes of fires and types of fire extinguishers to use. This video is sponsored by HSC Market Ghana. HSC Market Ghana is an online marketplace where you find all ranges of safety equipment to keep your workplaces and homes safe. Visit us on www.hsmarketghana.com and start making safety your priority today. If you loved this video, then do well to subscribe, follow us for more, and join our large community of vendors who are happy to serve you. See you again in another video. Bye for now.